What's up everyone and welcome back to another YouTube video. It's been a while since I made one, but I felt like it was, well, about that time I guess. So today, as you can see by the title, it's a combo reviews. So it's been a while since I made any actual full-on fresh review, which is from out of the box. But since I didn't purchase that much for a while now, I didn't have much to present actually. So it wasn't really worth it to make a video about a review from a outside box set, especially since I didn't have much to present. But in this video you will see some new Beyblade that have been added to my collection, and I will try to remember as much as I can when I collected them or when I got them. Other than that, of course, I'm going to tell you about the deck idea that I have with some of those Beyblades, as well as explaining their combos and the reason why I have those combos. Here's a few things first. My favorite type of Beyblades are balance and stamina. I really much both like those two types, and I think they are just pretty much well stabled when they're well made. And the other one that I like is defense, and afterwards you have, of course, attack. It doesn't change the fact that I still use attack even though they're my least favorites, but it is still pretty much explanatory to the why I don't have as much as the other types. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with a Beyblade that is a metal remake from one of the other Beyblade that we have actually. And here's the thing, I'm gonna show you this one, and then I'm gonna show you the comparison with the Hasbro/Terrakatomi creation, and I'm gonna do the same with another one that I have that actually has the same type of metal, but I won't present the combo of those two. I will just present the combo of the ones that are the main attraction of that moment. So the first one is Fourth Hornet. Now, as you can see, this one is a really well made Bay, but it is an Hasbro exclusive, which means that Terrakatomi doesn't have that one. Although, the Beyblade itself is inspired by another one that we already have thanks to Terrakatomi and Hasbro, and by that I mean Hell's Reaper. Now, if you look correctly, or if you look well nicely to this, you can actually see the resemblance in the middle parts of this Bay. It is the same as Reaper. The only difference is the general color scheme and the lock chip, which is an exclusive of Hasbro. Now, this one has a general combo of the assist blade being the round assist blade, a 760 and tapered. The round comes with a wonderful kind of bluish coloring, and the tapered come with a also bluish dark color to represent a bit more of what the lock chip represents. But because I like the yellow part of it pretty much more than the rest, I decided to go all yellow. And for that, I present to you the yellow round that comes from Wizard Arc, as well as the 760 that comes normally with this Beyblade, and the tapered bit that comes from another Beyblade that I don't remember exactly which one, but it is a tapered one, and it still stayed pretty much the same. I tried it in battle before, and it works pretty damn good actually. I was actually very much surprised by it, but I'm actually really pretty much happy with the design that this Bay has and the combination that it has. As a balance type, to have the round assist blade is kind of tricky one, but honestly, it works. So yeah, if it works, don't change it, I guess. So yeah, that was the first Bay that I want to present, which is a CX Bay, of course. The next one is not a CX Bay, it's a UX Bay that I got a while back with the Ghost Circle set, and it is the green Ghost Circle. Now, for a while I was playing with the purple one with a 070 that was full on purple with a purple tapered. But with due time I thought to myself, why not change a little bit and just decide to use another Ghost Circle. But since I didn't have the 070 or 080 that was green before because of the fact that I traded to somebody else, I decided to go with a different a different version. And it is the 760 that normally comes with Dress-Seal, and with a bluish tapered that comes with Tackle Goat from the Infinity set. So yeah, I decided to go like this, to go with full-on general greenish, because as you can see from the center image, you can see those bluish flame, greenish flame right there around Ghost Circle, which will go well with the tapered bit that I put on. So yeah, one thing I like to do with my Beyblade is to color code them. I want to make sure that they are color coordinated, I want to color coordinate them as much as I can because I really like the idea of the design that match together. Of course, that's my way of doing things, and it's just inspiration for you guys to maybe use them in your own design, depending on if you want to or not. The next bay I'm going to present to you guys, it's not a CX bay, it's not a BX bay, it is of course a Unit Line bay. Thanks to a friend of mine, I was able to get my hands on the Phoenix Rotor all in black, aka the Death Phoenix Rotor, or a Phoenix Rotor which was a different coloring instead of having it in red like we have it with the deck set of Phoenix Rotor. Now, this one doesn't come with metal coated on it, of course, but it still is pretty damn good. And instead of having it as a stamina type, I decided to have it in a balance type. So we have here a 955 that comes with clock mirrage, that normally comes with block mirrage, and you have the Unite bit that can be found either with Pearl Tiger from Hasbro or Wise Tiger from Terrakatomi. So yeah, I decided to go with this general design because of the fact, of course, of the color coordination and the fact that the bay works pretty well as a stamina type as a balance type. But I wanted to have a bit more strength in the burst resistance part, so balance type is the word. Now, up till now, those bays are not part of a deck set, but they can be in the future depending on how I want to make it. But some of, like I said in the start of this video, some of them will be featured in decks that I will of course present to you guys, but yeah. So far I thought to probably use the Phoenix Rotor with another bay which would kind of be like a mythical deck, but I'm not exactly sure how and if I will find the third bay that will be part of that team. Okay, the next bay would be a really cool bay that I have for a while, and I used in battle before as a balance type, but I decided to change it for an attack type. So it is my colored-coded, this is the correct term, color-coded drawn sword, or as I like to call it, my Cobalt drawn, because of the color scheme representing the Cobalt Drake original design being blue and red and very beautiful. Sorry about that. Let me drink something to clear my throat. Okay. This blade is an exclusive from Korokoro magazine in Japan, and depending on how you want to get it, you can also buy it online with eBay and all that. This blade doesn't come with any codes though, so you can find it on the app anywhere. You will only find the original drawn sword, which is colorless except for the center part, of course, because so yeah, the design, the combo that I use with this one is a 360 blue and red and Vortex, the original bit that comes with the attack type being Drawn's Brave. So yeah, that's for this one. The next bay I'm gonna present, it's a defense type from the BX era, Black Shell, or Obsidian Shell if you prefer. So this one, actually, I really love the general design. It was before we had the chance of having Rock Golem, which is a pretty cool defense type bay, and this one actually has kind of ish representative of it. Because of the combination I decided to put on him, I have the 455 Transclearant, as you can see, like a little type of clear version with the dark green dot. I was looking for the name for a few seconds there. So yeah, this is my not my shelter drake, sorry, my black shell, or otherwise my obsidian shell, that I decided to have it as a balance type again, defense type. Sorry, I mess up my words sometimes. So yeah, that's my black shell. The next bay is an exclusive from Hasbro, but was later released with a Terrakatomi exclusive version as well. It is the Hover Wyvern Green that you can get with the Drop Battle set that comes also with Impact Drake, or no, actually the name is Impact Drake, my bad. Normally comes with a 385 and a needle, if I remember correctly. I'm not quite sure. I decided to put on him 660 bluish green. Before I use the I decided to use with the 760 that I use with my Ghost Circle, but I wanted to make a little bit of change, so I went with this one instead, and with Unite as the bit because of a representation of the red in his eye. So of course, if you have the chance of having the two versions from Terakatomi, either the purple metal coated or the purple Spectre and metal part, well, good for you, because those ones are pretty damn rare. If you don't have them, well, if you have this one, it's pretty still good anyways, and it was released first with Hasbro, so hey, be happy with that. The next bay is one that I recently got about, I think, not even a month ago. It is the one and only beautiful Solar Eclipse. Now, this one is really damn beautiful, I must admit. I really love the design, the general appearance of it, and I'm pretty happy with the fact that we have another bay that it's considered to be an Eclipse bay when we actually had it before in Beyblade Burst with Evolution and then of course Turbo or True Z if you prefer. So yeah, this one is my red version of the Solar Eclipse. Of course, you can always make it as the blue version with just the flip of the blade. The SS Blade is the regular one, aka double. I decided to give him a Ratchet 855 from Clock Mirage, and the bit is the level bit that normally come with Samurai Caliber, or Samurai Saber depending on the version that you have, either the Hasbro or the Terakatomi. So yeah, I really love the design and the idea behind the Assist Blade being a double side blade, like with Turn. Yeah, Turn, sorry. It's the right word. Okay. Because of the fact that there's so many different combinations that you can make with those Beyblade, that is just crazy. And honestly, I like the fact of having it either in red or blue mode because it's just awesome. The next bay is another bay that I actually really love, and when it comes to this one, this bay actually has only 3 forms that I really love, and the other one I'm not a big fan of it. And it is Dron's Dagger. Now, this Dron's Dagger was introduced inside of the World Championship set, where you have Dron's Sword, Dron's Dagger, and Dron's Buster, of course, with those color of being white and gold. Comes with different parts, that the original one, of course, and different type of modes, which the Dron Buster was actually a copy of, not a copy, but was represented with Hasbro afterwards with a yellowish blue Dron's Buster with the stamina type disc ball. So yeah, this one is Dron's Dagger. It's my second favorite with the Dron's series. The first one being Sword, then afterwards Dagger. Not a big fan of Buster, sorry, the design. And then of course you have Brave. But Brave is pretty damn cool and makes me think a bit of Valkyrie actually, so yeah. The combo that I go with this one is a 660 white and yellow with the gold, well, yellowish gold that came normally with Fox Brush Gold Unite. So yeah, I decided to go with this design because I actually love the general idea, and having 6 blade and 6 point on the ratchet feels more natural in a way. Anyway. So yeah, moving on to the next bay. A bay that I got from trade, thanks to a lot of different things that I did in my life. And this one actually comes from the Infinity Battle Set. Yay! And no, it's not the Red Cobble Dragoon. The Red Cobble Drake. It is the Tackle Goat! The OG Goat. The greatest of all time. Yeah, so this one normally comes with a 760 and the bit tapered, which was the tapered that I showed you with Ghost Circle. But this one I decided to put on him a 960 blue and the blue Exa that I got from Phoenix. The reason why I decided to go with this model instead of having it like a white bit balance or anything like that to go with the general coloring is because of the fact that I think blue fits way more better with this bay as the representation of its color more than the other color represented inside of the Spectre. Or the Beast chip if you prefer. So yeah, this is the design I go with for it, 960 blue and the blue, the pale blue or the just lighter blue Exa. The next bay is it's another like Fort Hornet is another bay that we have with Hasbro that was released with Hasbro, but it is a copy metal of another bay. But the general combination is my own. I never seen anybody else using a combination like this before, and if they don't have it yet, well, it might be something that they might be interested in doing it. It is my Flame Perseus, which I like to call it because of the blade being inspired by flame. I will show you right now because I have a flame bay, and like with the Reaper, I will not show you the combo. I will just show you the metal. Now, as you can see, it is a copy coated of it, except for the plastic part on the top, of course, so it's not full on copy, but it is the actual same thing. If you look correctly at the metal, the way that it make, you have those 3 little blades and you have those 3 little blades. So yes, I do have myself a blue Cerberus, and I'm really happy with it. And this one is part of a deck set, of course. I haven't made a deck idea with this one yet, as well as the other ones. But some of them, actually, I'm pretty damn inspired to do some, but not right now. I will think about it and maybe another time make a deck presentation. Who knows? So yeah, go back to this bad boy here. I have the Flame Perseus, as I like to call it. It has the round SS blade that normally comes with Fort Hornet. A 660 that normally... this 6 is the normal one of Perseus, but modified with the insert of a 60 bluish. And you have the original taper that comes with Hornet. So that's what I said before when I presented Hornet, to say that I had a bay that has the part that normally comes with it with another bay. This is the one. My Flame Perseus. I prefer to call it a Flame Perseus instead of Stag Perseus, because this blade come normally with a I try to remember the name. I don't know, I blank on the name. Anyways, it is a stag bay, log chip, which is kind of a deer or reindeer or buck or moose, whatever. Trying to find words, that's something not easy to do. Anyways, so yeah. Instead of calling it by the original name from Hasbro, I decided to call it by the original name of Terrakatobi, being Flame. And honestly, when you look at the design of the plastic, it actually looks more like a flame, like purplish flame, that what the original Flame looks like. Because if you take a look at it, where's the flame design in there? There's not a single flame design in there. Maybe the metal look a bit like a flame, but honestly, not that much. So yeah, because of the purple-ish plastic rim on it, it looks more like a type of flame, or it could be like a fin, which could be maybe a future shark. Who knows? The future is weird. So yeah, the next one is one that I haven't used much in battle because I just never really thought of using it in battle. Maybe just in training, but anyway. It is my Cobalt Dragoon. So this Cobalt Dragoon, as we all know, was the first bay that was released being a left side spin, and afterward you had, of course, the Hell Drago, which needed you to purchase this one to get the launcher to be able to use with it when it was released, because today we have more left launcher that comes out everywhere and pretty much everywhere around, and I'm really happy to have a future Drago Meteor, the Meteor Dragoon, because it has its own left launcher with the classic Dragon Rip cord, and oh, it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to have this in my collection. I was a bit stranded on the design before, but honestly, it's just gonna be awesome. So yeah, Cobalt Dragoon. The general combination I go with this one is the 070 that normally comes with Scorpio Sting, and the original Vortex, if I'm not mistaken, either Vortex or Cyclone. It's always that one that I'm mistaken. Anyways, it is either Cyclone or Vortex, like I said, I don't remember. It is the original one that comes with this bay, but like I said, it's been so long, I don't remember if it's Cyclone or Vortex, the name, because I normally don't use any attack type, so yeah. So far, I think it is the first attack type that I presented inside of this, inside of those ones. Oh no, sorry, my bad. I also presented Solar Eclipse, which is an attack type. But anyway, moving right along. Yeah, so this is the combination I go with because I think when it comes to impact for burst, the Zero has less chance of being able to be targeted for a burst effect that we normally have with other type of ratchets, so that's why I decided to go with this one instead of using either a 3, 4, 60 or 2, whatever. Yeah, but it's still pretty damn cool. If you have the chance of having that ratchet, I recommend to use it. If you want to use, of course, Elevate, go ahead, but everybody use that kind of combo with Dragoon. So yeah, I decided to go different and go full on attack. The next bay, I actually mentioned his name before because of the ratchet. Scorpio Sting! Now, Scorpio Sting, of course, being an amazing bay that I got for my birthday. Thank you again, Paris Blader, you know who you are. The design I go with it goes pretty much with the idea of having the color coordination because of the beast chip in the middle. The idea of having blue and red and yellow together is actually a big point with this base, so that's why I have a 660 blue and red and the free ball yellow that I actually use with this one because I actually love the general idea of the design. So yeah, and I actually did use him in battle and it actually pretty solid. I love him a lot. The next band I'm gonna present to you guys, I don't think it is my my personal combination because I think somebody might have tried it before and I was just inspired by it. It is Dark Rhino. I wanted to have the Rhino Lock chip for a while now, and I was able to finally get it a few weeks ago by trading because my first Beyblade that was offered to me that I didn't purchase for myself was the original Rhino Horn. And because of that, I wanted to have the Rhino in the CX series as well. But I wasn't a big fan of having the idea of having Rhino has the Reaper Rhino. I wanted to have something different. So that's why I went with the Dark Dark Blade that you normally have with Perseus. Instead of having Perseus Dark, you have Perseus Flame now, and instead of having Rhino Reaper, you have Rhino Dark. Now, with this design, I go with the massive assist blade that normally comes with the whale from the Cerberus random booster. I decided to put on him a 070 all in black, and of course this grayish point bit to go well with the general design of the coloring. Of course, if I'm able to get a charge that would be green, gray or black, I will put it instead of the charge, but since you have some purple with the dark blade, I think it works pretty well in the end anyways. So yeah, Dark Rhino, and I was not yet able to use it in battle, but I will try to do my best in the next time I see my friends to have some fun in battles. So, moving right along, I'm gonna go back into the box and find other bays that I'm gonna present to you guys. And as I said, some of them are part of deck idea, other are not. I haven't tried yet to make as much team as I can, but yet again, I'm inspired to do maybe a beast deck that will have to go with a Rhino and another beast, and maybe another one. I'm not yet sure about what I'm gonna do. But yeah, let's keep on moving and go right ahead and present to you guys other bays, but I want to try to present to you guys, to present them to you as the idea of having decks. So I'm just gonna put those on the side here, like this. This one can stay here. This one has a deck. This one doesn't have a deck. These three are part of a deck idea as well. I'm sorry for a little intermission, I just want to place this correctly. This one doesn't have a deck, this one doesn't have a deck, and this one doesn't have a deck yet, and these ones doesn't have a deck yet. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the ones that I don't have decks for them yet, but I might use them in decks in the near future, I'm not yet sure. So the first one is gonna be the wonderful Rock Golem. Now, Rock Golem, I really love the design of him being chunky and really bulky. And recently we had, thanks to Emperor Might deck set, we have a green one that come out. The green one being, for what I call him, the Incredible Hulk. So yeah, we have ourselves two different versions of Rock Golem, either the original version like this, or the greenish that comes with Emperor Might. Now, the combination I go with him is a 660 with the Under Needle. Now, I decided to keep the Under Needle with this bay because it actually is pretty damn good with it. I call him my my bunker because when I use it in battle, even against an attack type, unless you're really able to get that one strike that would put me either in over finish or extreme finish, he's able to last a long time against an attack type. Because as soon as an attack type lost most of his stamina by trying to do as much as an attack as they can, a defense type will be able to resist against them and win with a spin finish. So yeah, this is the design I go with, 660 Under Needle. The next one is a recent one that I got. As you can see from one of my Phoenix Rotor that I use, I got Clock Mirage in black because it comes with this one, with a 955 black, grayish. So of course I have the Clock Mirage black, or what I like to call him, my Kamen Rider Zio. So yeah, this one I have the 455 on him instead of being the 955 because I think it has a more chance of resisting to burst other than the 9, sorry. And I use a stamina type as the orb, or ball, sorry, the black ball. Instead of his gray ball that comes with him, I wanted to make a little bit of difference with pop of color differently than the gray with the black one. So yeah. Next bay, it is my Crimson Garuda. Now, of course, Crimson Garuda normally comes with the idea of being inside of a deck with Rock Golem and Ghost Circle, but I haven't decided to use them in a deck like this yet. Maybe in the near future it would be an interesting fact of using them like this, but I'm still not sure exactly if I will or not. So here I have my Garuda being on the 960 Unite. So yeah, as a balance type, instead of using Transpoint or TP, I decided to use Unite with it because I think it works pretty well with him. And I decided to use a 960 instead of his original one, which I don't remember what it was, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I think it works pretty well with the general design of the blade too. So the next bay, it's from Team Pendragon, like the Obsidian Shell or Black Shell is, or Cobalt Dragoon, or Impact Drake. Yeah, Impact Drake too. I just remember. So yeah, it is the Weiss Tiger, the technically representation of Trigger from the original series. This one normally comes with a 370 or 380, I don't remember correctly, and the Unite Red. To go with the general idea, I decided to go, instead of having the 3 ratchet, to have a 0 ratchet with the Unite. So it is a 060, since we have the chance of having 060 thanks to Wolf Hunt. I know that the 060 is a legal piece to use. Of course, this coloring doesn't exist with Dark Atomy, but thanks to the idea of modification and customization, you're able to get yourself this coloring if you have the right tools. So yeah, this is the general design I decided to go with. Like with Cobalt Dragoon, the 0 I think are more resistant to burst because of the fact that they don't have much prong to eat unless you're very low with, for example, Shark Scale with this famous 450. I hate that thing. Anyways, so yeah, the next bay, of course, talking about him, it is Shark Scale. Ta-da-da! But this one isn't new. Actually, this one was a trade that I made with one of my friends to be able to get myself a Shark Scale because I wanted to try it. But since I don't have the original ratchet, I decided to go with something a bit different. 070, purplish. Now, the reason why I go with this, because normally it would be on my Ghost Circle purple, my purple Ghost Circle, but I decided to put him on him to go with the general idea of the color, as well as this blue, dark blue taper to go a bit with the general idea of the hooks on him being type of blue-ish, purplish. I call him my alien saucer because when you look at it on the side, it looks a bit like a saucer with the fact that the zero goes down a little bit like this. It looks like an alien saucer. So yeah, that was it for the individual base. Now I'm gonna present you the deck base. Some of them are pretty damn on the nose, of course, because duh. And others, they're not that much. You need some inspiration, per se, to be able to make them into a deck. So the first one is what I like to call my Dino Thunder deck. Dino Thunder deck because it is all the Jurassic base that we have, Tyrannosaur, Triceratops, and of course Terra Wing. So, without further ado, here is my Triceratops. My Triceratops, instead of having the metal 85, it has a 455, 455 from Wizard Arc, and has the greenish dot. The reason why I go with this instead of the original M85 is because the M85 is not very strong, unfortunately. It is a pretty interesting piece, but it's not the strongest that we know. So yeah, my Triceratops being on the 4 and the dot, to keep him low on the stadium and be able to resist some strong impact. The next one in the Dino Thunder team, we have Terra Wing, original Terrakatomi design, but before was made by Hasbro with Talon Terra. Yeah. So this one comes on the 3A70 and free ball, because I like the idea of having it free as a bird. It is kind of a dinosaur that might look like a bird because it's a pterodactyl. Anyways. And of course, the team leader, deck leader of this wonderful bunch, it is the one and only Tyrannosaur. Now, Tyrannosaur, normally people use it as an attack type, but I decided to use it as a balance type, of course, because I want to expand the general idea of what this bait can do. His design is based on the 070 all red, beautiful red, and the Unite yellowish that I got as an extra trade for some of the other parts that I have and people that didn't like this a bit. So yeah, luckily for me, I got extras. Okay, the next team is, well, the next deck is pretty much accurate to the Beyblade X series, and it's pretty much a deck that we'll have for a long while. It is the Persona deck. Of course, technically, when you think about it, with the series, Team Persona have an extra member, well, 2 extra members, but I decided to just present them as a deck of 3. So the first bay is Wizard Arc. Duh. The only difference is Wizard Arc doesn't come with his normal ratchet. Instead, it comes with a 460, yes, or 470, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 470. 470 low orb, but of course with the yellow round. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make this quick as soon as much as I can. Because it's already like 30 minutes in, so yeah. The next one being John's Brave / Assist Blade 360 for a ratchet and the blue point, because I think it looks better like this. The next bay, of course, since I presented earlier, Hell's Reaper. Turn Assist Blade 460 as a ratchet and Exile because Exile is cool. The next team, I like to call it, my next deck, I like to call it my Drake deck. Now, the reason why I like to call it my Drake deck is because of the 3 bays being Drakes. But not the same Drakes, ha ha ha. Let's present first Shelter Drake, the red Shelter Drake. So, Shelter Drake with a 770, sorry, my bad, and TP, or Transpoint. The next bay in this team, and I haven't used it in battle yet because I don't have another copy. Impact Drake with a 460 blue Exa. Reason why I haven't used it in battle is because the rubber can be torn away and I don't want it. I want to keep it as beautiful as I can for as long as I can. But one day I'm gonna have to use it in battle and I don't like it. The next one is a bay that I got into the rare baguette battle. The clear Drake, the clear Cobalt Drake, to be more precise. Beautiful four-bladed strike with on top a 960 and the white tapered. Of course, then the 960 is not the permanent part. It is the part that I use for now because it just looks great. And so far, when I've used it in battle, the 960 hasn't burst yet. I was able to win by overfinish, extreme finish, and I lost because of overfinish and spin finish, but rarely by burst or extreme with this bad boy. Now, the next deck is a deck that I like to call my Japan deck, in a way. And the reason why I call it my Japan deck is because most of their base in this deck are representation of Japanese culture. For what I know, it might sound racist to some, or it might just sound like ignorant to some as well. But I feel like it is what it is. So yeah, here's my Japan deck. We have Samurai Caliber, Samurai Saber, and Shinobi Shadow. So, Caliber, Shadow, Saber. Now, of course, I'm going to present the combo that comes with them because we have with Samurai Caliber 260 Unite, because I feel like this works well with this one. And honestly, I use them in battle and it works actually pretty well. The next bay, Shinobi Shadow. Shinobi Shadow being on top of a 360 and Metal Needle Black instead of being the original green one. I decided to go with the black one because I feel like it works pretty well with the general design, even though you have some greenish in the chip in the middle. I decided to do something a bit different. And the final bay of Team Japan, it is Samurai Saber. Of course, the beautiful Samurai Saber being on a 560 that is pinkish, purplish, and green in the middle with the beautiful level bit, which is pretty much damn well color coordinated, if I do say so myself. So yeah, that's for Team Japan. Now, Team Japan is conserved inside of a wonderful 3D printed deck box with the beautiful Dragoon design on it, and it's really beautiful. I like it a lot. So yeah, now to present my final team, a team that I like a lot because they represent an animal that I really love, and it's dogs. I love dogs. Dogs are the best. I love cats too, but dogs are the best. They have a special place in my heart. So, of course, as you saw it before, I present to you again my Blue Flame Cerberus. Blue Flame Cerberus come with the purple wheel, 760 bluish that normally comes with Tackle Goat, and a purplish tapered that I don't remember where I got it. So yeah, it is my, as I call it, my Azula pet because of the blue flame. As we know from Avatar: The Last Airbender, Azula, the sister of Zuko, has blue flame when she attacks instead of being orange. Sorry. So yeah, I have this beautiful blue flame Cerberus as a part of the deck that I like to call Deck Alpha. The next bay in this deck set is the wonderful Wolf Hunt. Now, Wolf Hunt was recently introduced to us with a beautiful design of having, of course, free spin part, being the assist blade called Free as a bird. Normally comes with a 060 with this silver inside, but I decided to change it for a 460. And the original bit is the disc ball, but I decided to change it for the free ball that comes from the Emperor Might deck set that you have with Glide Shark. So yeah, thanks to that I have myself a free spinning Wolf Hunt that looks a bit like Silver Wolf. Ding! The final bay inside of this deck is sometime changed, because I have Fog's Brush in all three different colors, but not in all three same modes. I normally use either the white one or the black one or the gold one, but in this deck right now it is the gold one. I will show it to you, and then afterwards I'm going to show you the two other Fox brush that I have with their combo, of course. Spoiler alert, all of them have the Jaggy assist blade because I didn't want to change it. So of course you have the golden Fox brush, or as I like to call it because of Kamen Rider Geats, Kamen Rider Doom. It is my Doom Fox, basically. So if you know Kamen Rider Geats, the main character, Geats, have a final form called Gear 9, which looks a bit like the white Fox brush. And of course you have two other versions that comes, one in the series and the final one being in the movie. And it is this one, the Doom Gear 9, because of the fact of the 9 parts. So yeah, like I said, no surprise there, you have the Jaggy assist blade, and as for the Big Slash Ratchet, I have the Operate that normally comes with Emperor Might. Of course, the Operate being a two different mode setting, you have an attack or defense. It is a pretty cool bit, and the reason why I have it is because somebody traded to me because he knew that he would not use it with any of his blade because he didn't like it. So yeah, I have the chance of having this amazing bit to use with my gold Geats. Now, like I said, I'm gonna present to you guys the two final ones, being Fox Brush, of course, but with different modes. The first one is gonna be the original white one, which is the prize bait inside of the random booster. So you have the beautiful Geats right here, with the white Jaggy. 960 instead of being 970, and I use the Zap bit as a balance type instead of using the Gear Rush. The reason why I use Zap instead of Gear Rush is because I like the idea of having balance instead of attack. And like I said, when I want to change in my alpha team between, for the last bait being Fox Brush, I could either use the white one, which is a balance type, the gold one, which is also a balance type, or I could decide to use the black one, which is this one right here, aka Kamen Rider Cross, from the other form of Kamen Rider Geats, on a 960 again, with the black Jaggy, but instead of having a balance type, it is the attack type black level. Now, the reason why I went with this is because of the general idea of, like I said, with all my other design of Beyblades being color coordinated. So like I said, inside of my alpha team, I will have these Beyblade that will replace the last one being the Fox. I will either add the black one, the white one, or the golden one. So for now, in the alpha team, the alpha deck, I have those three wonderful beast of a dogs, Cerberus Flame, Wolf Hunt, and Fox Brush Gold, or Fox Doom Fox. And the reason why I call them alphas, other than being dogs, is because of the deck. It is the alpha deck. Ding! So yeah, that was pretty much it for my combo creation video or presentation video. If you like it, of course, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment in the section depending on which combo you like and which one you want to try yourself, or maybe leave some of your own combo design that you would like to suggest to me that I could try with some of my Beyblades. If I have the part, I will try them, of course, but if I don't have them, well, it happens. So yeah, until next time guys, see you, and as always, stay careful, and like every time, spit out. Yeah.